Yoga Nidra, translated as yogic sleep, is a guided meditation that takes you into a deeply restful state. So you're balanced between wakefulness and sleep. So imagine being at a sweet spot where you are not fully awake, but you are not quite asleep either. This is where Yoga Nidra takes you, offering your body and your mind the opportunity to rest and rejuvenate. So you've arrived on this video because you're obviously curious about Yoga Nidra, and therefore I thought it would be useful to introduce the practice of Yoga Nidra to you and offer you some guidelines so that you can get started and harness the potent potential of this profound practice. So before we begin, welcome. My name is Ilsa. I am a yoga and Yoga Nidra teacher. And if you enjoy this video and get any benefits from it, then please feel free to give it a like, a thumbs up. And please feel free to consider subscribing to my channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. So let's dive in. What is Yoga Nidra? Yoga Nidra is a tool for relaxation where you can practice guiding your body into a deep state of rest. By helping your physical body to engage the autonomic nervous system, Yoga Nidra becomes a space for practicing rest and relaxation. So in a world that values hustling, busyness, and productivity, the ability to rest has become an undervalued skill, and it might be something that we have to take time to practice. Yoga Nidra is also more than just a tool for relaxation. It is a powerful practice for self-inquiry and emotional processing. By guiding you to a state of relaxation, peace, and contentment, Yoga Nidra helps you to tap into the true nature of your being. So who can practice Yoga Nidra? The beauty of Yoga Nidra lies in its simplicity. There is no need to force your body into specific poses or your mind into a particular state. Each session can be a unique experience. So it might be influenced by the length of the practice, which can range from 5 minutes to a full hour, and also the cues offered by the teacher. So through body and breath awareness techniques, as well as self-inquiry, Yoga Nidra creates space for exploring different states of consciousness. Yoga Nidra is a passive and effortless form of meditation. So you usually practice it lying down, although you can practice it seated or standing up. And this means that it can be accessible for most people. So whether you're on a yoga mat, on your bed, or even on a sofa. Yoga Nidra is an incredibly accessible form of meditation that is perfect for anyone seeking relaxation and peace. So unlike traditional seated meditation, Yoga Nidra is a passive guided form of meditation. So you usually practice it lying down, and it leads you into a state of deep relaxation, primed for self-inquiry. While meditation might require elements of concentration and focus, Yoga Nidra encourages you to simply let go. Yoga Nidra is about doing nothing, just being and allowing the experience to happen to you. So in a similar way to your body breathing, digesting food, or falling asleep, Yoga Nidra is something that happens to you and you are not trying to make anything happen. The effortless approach makes Yoga Nidra accessible for most people, regardless of their level of experience or physical condition. However, breadth of accessibility does not mean that it's easy. And in fact, in a society that values busyness, doing nothing can be incredibly challenging. So the beauty of Yoga Nidra is in its simplicity. All you need is a comfortable place to lie down. So that might be on your bed, a yoga mat, or even on your sofa. And you can practice at any time of the day. And many find it particularly beneficial before bed to promote restful and high quality sleep. You can be guided during in-person Yoga Nidra classes by a teacher, or you can follow along with recordings here on YouTube. As you become more familiar with the practice, you might be able to follow the sequence independently, and this might allow for a deeper immersion into the experience. For an optimal Yoga Nidra experience, choose a quiet, comfortable room. So the environment plays a significant role in the practice. A semi-dark room is best, so not too dark, which might make you fall asleep, and not too bright, which can make it hard to relax. Ensure the room is at a comfortable temperature and free from distractions, for example, pestering insects. And if you're practicing in a shared space like an in-person class, make sure that you are physically separated from others to avoid disturbances. It is a good idea to practice Yoga Nidra at the same time every time you practice. That might be early in the morning, first thing before you get out of bed. It might be after you work to help you transition from work into your relaxation time. It might be before sleep. So consistency helps to deepen the practice. Make sure that your stomach is not too full. So give yourself around 3 hours after a heavy meal or half an hour after lighter snacks. Yoga Nidra is practiced in the Shavasana position where you lie flat on your back. This position is conducive to relaxation and reduces sensory stimulation. You can also practice seated or standing up. And I have another video here on my YouTube channel which guides you through the different ways that you can set up and get nice and comfortable and cozy for your Yoga Nidra practice. So I'll put that video in the cards, but also in the video description as well. And it's called How to Do Yoga Nidra. So feel free to check that out to look at different positions for lying down in your Yoga Nidra and how you can use props to help facilitate the practice. The instructions during a Yoga Nidra practice are designed to help your mind move at a pace that is quick enough to prevent it from wandering, but then also slow enough to ensure that you can easily follow along. The speed of guidance can vary depending on the stage of the practice and the state of mind of the practitioner. For example, the rotation of consciousness, which is a key component of Yoga Nidra where you mentally scan your body, this can happen quickly so that your mind does not linger on any one point for too long. Again, if imagery is used in the Yoga Nidra, this can be delivered in rapid succession. One of the essential aspects of Yoga Nidra is the instruction to not sleep. While you are deeply relaxed, the goal is to maintain a level of awareness throughout the practice. This state allows for a balance between wakefulness and unconsciousness, where your mind can follow the guidance effortlessly. So staying awake and aware is key, even though it is common to drift off. If you do fall asleep, do not be disheartened. The body knows what we need, and in that moment, you needed to fully rest into the sleep state. You will still be receiving the relaxation and rest benefits of Yoga Nidra when you fall asleep. If you're practicing Yoga Nidra before bed, you can still aim to try to remain awake and aware and use the practice as a tool to prepare your body and mind for sleep. So you might listen to the whole practice and then turn off your lights and go to sleep. So it's preparing the body and mind for sleep. If lying down tends to make you fall asleep during Yoga Nidra, consider trying a seated or standing position. But if you are lying down, you can also bend your elbows, and when your forearm drops, this will trigger you to wake up. So here are some tips for a successful Yoga Nidra practice. The goal of Yoga Nidra is not to achieve a deep state straight away. Instead, approach Yoga Nidra with a relaxed and open mindset. The process is gradual and requires consistency and patience. Distractions and wandering thoughts are natural, so rather than fighting them, let them come and go. These interruptions can actually help keep your awareness alert, preventing you from slipping into sleep. If you experience tension or discomfort, whether physical or mental, remember that it is temporary. So with a continued practice, these sensations often diminish. And if you feel discomfort, it is okay to adjust your position or even let yourself fall asleep into a short nap. It is important to transition out of deep states of relaxation and different states of consciousness gradually and gently. So you might be more sensitive to light and sound or any other external stimuli in the hours following your Yoga Nidra practice. If you abruptly return to full wakefulness, this can be jarring and may even cause discomfort. So if you feel discomfort, lie down once more in Shavasana and focus on your breath until you feel calm again. Depending on your own life experience, you might be triggered to have a negative reaction during Yoga Nidra. And when we live in a society that encourages busyness and stress, or if our past experiences mean that we are constantly in a state of stress, then deep relaxation and a sense of inner peace can be jarring, disconcerting, and uncomfortable. These are natural responses, and it's important to approach them with reassurance. Yoga Nidra is a gradual process of increasing awareness, and it is important and crucial that this happens gently. So be gentle with yourself and honor your own inner wisdom. You are your own best teacher. So I hope you enjoyed learning more about Yoga Nidra and how to get started with this practice. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments of this video. And I have a couple of programs which are absolutely free on my website, which guide you through 2 journeys of Yoga Nidra. So I have the 30 days of Yoga Nidra, which are all designed to be practiced at varying points throughout the day. So you can choose when you would like to practice the Yoga Nidra. And then I also have a 24 days of Yoga Nidra designed for sleep. So these are designed to help you fall asleep at night. So if you would like to join either or both of these programs, just go to my website, which is ilseburns.com, click on online courses, and then you'll see the 2 programs listed. Once you click on each page, you can sign up and you will get access to the program and all the videos hosted within the program. So I hope you enjoy beginning or continuing your journey with Yoga Nidra. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for practicing with me.